Gnarly some of the EG XXR on this top site. We're going to have to wait till the second half if we want to see those. MIBR with a T side opening here. Pretty limited util for a pistol round as far as it goes. So let's see what they've got up their sleeve.
Yeah, safe searching yard here with the P250. And Hex actually giving over a chunk of burn damage. Now we will be subbing Dinko and Mac back into things when they return. Harry and I are only here temporarily. So we'll see how long we can go. That's Jeorge. Spots one, drop down, unbreakable. We'll have the exchange, but backs off. Space given up. This is where you traditionally see the CT start to push lobby. But Drop, he's got this ramp position already under control. The timing against him. Jeorge fluffs his lines. And the space still taken, so MIBR down secret. They got a whole lot of real estate early, and they can't even get the hub push. EG scrambling here.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward. Everywhere they've tried to come through with the aggression looks to be punished, and punished in a big way. Insani lines up 2 on the hut push. That's 3 total dead trying to aggress through the hut. And now just Jeorge and Walco 2v5. To say the odds are against them feels like a bit of an understatement here. This is an MIBR pistol just waiting to happen.
That was kind of meant to be a Walco's kill, wasn't it? So Jeorge will steal that one away. And now I think this one is just going to peter out. Really? They're going to give it a look? This isn't happening, lads. Yeah, I guess.
Ooh.
Sure.
He has a flash. He has a flash. Oh, he's landed a dink as well.
Here we go.
I don't know. Something's happening, Chad. Something's happening. Into the back of the site, but Walco dies immediately. Jeorge is giving so much in this pistol. 3 kills from the man. A dink. He did like he did 430 damage or so in the pistol.
But EG had nothing. EG didn't have secret. They didn't have heaven. They didn't even have ramp. Like, do you see just how much?
It was kind of wild because like one of the things coming in that we noted about the pistol was like what we had util wise for MIBR was like they had like a molly nade flash, which is like a super weird util combo to have anyway. It's not like they had smokes out in the yard to try and get across or to take this space.
For free against USPs.
They got given a lot of room there.
Yeah, it shouldn't be happening. Well, we've got Dinko back. We just need to get a Mac attack, and then we're...
I don't know where he's gone. He's just kind of disappeared.
Well, both of you disappeared before the start of the third map. It's fine. Harry and I don't have any issues subbing
out of reality. What were you up to?
My temporary absence was communicated.
No, we knew that was happening. Don't worry. That's why we're here.
This isn't a grilling. This is just,
It's just a state of the nation right now.
Well, EG were temporarily absent from map 1.
That's true.
Hey,
let's see if they're going to be having the same fight as they did on Mirage here on Nuke. It would be good to see EG actually round the tournament out with a good performance here on this map.
Well, right now we're playing musical statues. I don't know if this is a game that any of you can play at home, but as soon as the music starts again, they will start moving. So if production could press that button, that'd be great, because nothing's happened for the first 55 seconds. The hurry up and wait.
This is some rat play right here, Chad.
Well, this is making sure that there's no aggressive maneuvers to unravel you, but this is taking it to the nth degree right now. Automatic, as long as he can hold on to this smoke, it will mean an awful lot. Squeaky has faded now. Smoke towards, Molly top hut. There's main, and Automatic has blocked, so in towards the A side they go.
Hex
It's ramp.
Yeah, there's going to be that ramp play coming in. Insani going back over with Drop. Walco, he's in the perfect position for this 5-7 to get something done here. 1 kill is all he'll get, though. Safe rips him off the top.
Players down towards B already.
And Jeorge is one of those alongside Hex. 5-7 at the back of the side. What a flick out from Hex. Good recovery, but he's under a lot of pressure now, and eventually he will crumble under it. Is Junior and Automatic coming back in on this retake attempt, and Junior spots the Rafters player, does as much damage as he can, but it is going to be MIBR closing out the 2-0.
And that right there, EG did a great job of just forcing them to sit and wait out the limited utility that EG brought into that force. If you are going to play that type of game, if you're MIBR with no information, you need to hope all the jewels go in your favor late round. You see, they had to pivot. Squeaky was blocked again. They had to go towards ramp. They even gave up that opening pick, but were still able to trade their way in towards the site. So if you're EG there, I always said there was already 2 bodies lower, but they weren't ready for that prong coming in from the secret side. And that's where it all fell apart. So MIBR working hard in the early stages of Nuke. And as we just discussed, Dinko hardly working.
Damn. That's brutal.
I mean, I'm here, man.
Look, I don't know. You're the punching bag, right?
Yeah, you are the punching bag. So
yeah, I did see a great thread recently. It was Yanko versus Dinko, and it might just be one for the ages, really. That it's developing this sort of battle is brewing throughout the Pro League.
Well, I know Henry and Rush want to have a boxing match against one another.
I mean,
right.
Rush has been catching some today too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Rush, you've got all your title fights lined up.
Well, we're gonna make a little T-shirt chat. I don't know if you heard.
No, I missed the T-shirt conversation.
Yeah, Yanko Hate Club.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be a whole thing. Got a bit of fanfare behind
extreme,
it.
really.
Might even have a
Rush,
Discord
can
channel.
me and you have like a lightsaber fight, but with just real sabers?
Okay, so what, swords? I think it's called a sword fight.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to.
Dude, I don't know.
Why you guys want to inflict so much violence or inflict so much violence on each other?
Well, no, I didn't. Like, we wouldn't hurt each other that
Talking
much.
about having a fight with real lightsabers. What do you think's gonna
We'll use
happen?
the back of the swords.
Yeah, back of the sword.
The back of the
you have to hold
lightsabers.
the blade.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you two really need to think about this. I tell you, it's not going to go well for either of you. And
How about you just use ping pong paddles instead? Maybe that could be good.
Well, Harry thinks he's transcended into.
I think
now.
I
think
think
he has,
me and
you know.
Dinko are on an upwards trajectory in the ping pong.
People need to be looking out for you in the world rankings.
That's it. We'll be joining you soon, Chad, on that Valve World Ranking. We'll be one of the top 50 table tennis teams.
Top 50. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you guys playing duos?
Yeah, that's it. That's how we're gonna take on the world, Harry. Pen grip and
You're gonna rely on
handshake.
someone else, Harry? You're gonna take you, or you're gonna be a singles player?
Well, you know, I mean, I think I would want to be a singles player. I hate 2v2 in ping pong.
Yeah,
having to
it does
rely
suck.
like
It does
someone else
suck.
just getting in the way. I just want to hit him with the paddle.
Violence.
You know,
Violent meditation.
right over
here,
there,
right?
like.
That's a paddling.
Good sound.
Being hunted here.
Oh, exit. Will he get away with
How's
it?
this happen?
little
Exit's
tuck to
being
the goal.
hunted
He's
by
got
the
everything.
GTs. Ooh.
Yeah, exit's like
Didn't even get the gun. Didn't
Yeah.
even get the gun.
Exit's like that one animal in the wild that strays off from the rest of the pack, and a bunch of hyenas hunt them down right there. But yeah, they got the kill, but didn't get the gun.
All right, well, it is going to be the EG buy here anyway, so we will see kids come in, the silence them forward, so plenty of util around this. Automatic even having the luxury of getting into some head armor. AWP out in the hands of Junior. Let's see how EG want to open on the defensive side of things and where MIBR are looking to set the tempo, because the first few rounds have been quite pensive, quite slow. They haven't really been in a rush, waiting out the util, as you can see. Junior aggressive. Has a lot of information that nothing is poking or prodding towards Yard whatsoever. Automatic currently covering his silo. And this should put the A defenders on quite high alert here. Oh, Hexed. Stacknades. He's in so much trouble.
Triple naded.
How long can you keep this forward stance toward Yard for before someone has to cheat back? And that's the thing. If one of them cheats back, then one of the positions is now susceptible. So this late Yard wall will not do anything. They're playing ahead of the smokes. EG should have all of the answers here off the back of Junior and Automatic. It's about how the other three are able to defend once the call comes through.
I feel Safe's pain here.
Yeah. I was going to say,
The
Harry,
smokes always be rolling, man. Like, every single time you try and do the yard smokes, there's always one that just won't agree.
You turn around and just rolled away. Sometimes Inferno rolls down the drain.
They know it's a fake. Well, they should know it's a fake.
Already got that info. They're playing
Where's
ahead of
Automatic going?
He's having a little look down B. And here comes this top site. Molly's raining on in. Walco up on the rafters, blinded. Hex does one, is low health to at least get one, but it's even trades back and forth. 35 seconds left. Still a lot of ground to make up here for MIBR, and it doesn't look like they're going to break through. Automatic, that was the play. Comes up through the vent. That's exactly how we envisioned it happening. And Safe now in a 1v3. What a clutch this would be as we head into the final 20 seconds of this round.
Yeah, Safe through the heavens. But the bomb down the vent, so he won't be attempting this. Will Safe. He will just look to get out with this AK and armor intact. And so EG get on the board here. That's what you like to see. They're going to grace the scoreboard early on.
Yeah, it's me, Chad Burchill, ready to keep casting the game.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
what's up, Chad? How you
Yeah.
doing? You got a bit of a sore throat?
Yeah. Stay away from me.
You're smoking on that Source 2 pack.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Look at this.
Shout out to the boys for just, you know, jumping in, having some fun. We're back and well fed. Decent lunch today.
Ooh. So that's what y'all were up to.
Yeah, mate. Having
Having a
a
little lunch.
cheeky bit of chicken korma, you know.
All right. You try some of those spiced potato wedges, Mac?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Gotta hand it to them.
They were double cooked as well.
They were double
cooked.
cooked, Rush. I could see you would notice that and appreciate it.
We've got some potato fans chilling in
Hell
the studio.
yeah. All right, for MIBR, what's the game plan going to be here? Util rains out outside, but this time it's not a fake. This time they intend to use it. They've got that wall down over by the garage, and they're now creeping up behind main. Automatic already down in secret. Flashed in by his teammates over in the yard. Wildcoat lends a helping hand, rather. And so it's a nice way to open. Breno was able to elude capture. He was that second man walking over towards secret. But right now, he's got a nice bit of room over here towards heaven.
How's this timing? Ooh, the drop down. Not sure if it was silent. Didn't look like he could from that spot. Either way, EG trying to turtle up. But that is potentially the straw that broke the camel's back. Safe, getting back into the round. Wolko dropping the bomb in hut. And who knows how this one's going to play out. 30 seconds.
Oh, Wolko's done well, hasn't he? Another kill for him on the CT side here. Double kill and lobby control. He's acting as sort of a turret, stopping them from getting to the bomb. And Junior with the final 2 kills. He'll take that and push Evil Geniuses up to another one on the board here. It's going to be a competitive game throughout, I think, on this third map, considering, you know, we have good starts, one-sided affairs, and back-to-back maps from either side. Now we're actually getting this sort of back and forth starting right away on the final map of play. And, you know, it is a great point to remind the viewer at home. The winner of this will have to go on and play another game later today, right? Another best-of-3 lies in wait to try and qualify in that final spot in the playoffs.
Harry.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a screamer if you were a coach?
If I was a coach.
Yeah, if you were standing behind the players.
Would I scream?
Would you be a screamer, or would you be, you know, like Monty
I don't
coach?
know, actually. I've never really thought about it. I just think, like, yeah, I'd probably be screaming. I like a good reaction, you know? I'm not very vocal in a game of CS, but if I was stood behind someone and, like, my job was
if you're not playing,
yeah, right, exactly.
Sure. I can
know
see
you've got
it.
pipes. You're just so chill. I'd just love to see
No,
Harry Unchained.
No, there's some clips of like Chad getting some gnarly, you know, like 1v5 or whatever, and I'll be there like in the background, you know, like
The back
squealing.
Here we go, pop out ramp.
I hope that could have been a moment for the screen, but instead it's just the one and done
It's
for a
just
while.
the clock, isn't it, though? The clocks are coming through.
Oh,
the pistols
God.
are running down. An automatic out from the decon door. Dishing out the final few frags alongside Jeorge. It's all evened up again. Harry, I tried to ask Yanko this earlier, but he shut
you
me
just
down.
look at that and do it too.
Yeah. What do you think of the Canadian insane 1v5 attempt plus reactions? Because that was incredible. Do you think that would have been the best clutch in CSGO if he had pulled off the final kill?
Ooh, it would, you know, probably, you know, it could have been. It could have definitely been.
Thank you.
mean, it was gnarly. I love a good Deke play, man. You know me, like it's such a biased one. And I also think Cadian's like great.
Yeah, well, not so great at
But
this
hey,
time,
man,
unfortunately.
It didn't happen. We don't have to worry about
I
it.
know.
you know?
I know, you're right. Well,
I know you've been thinking about it all night because
All
you
day.
got 4 out of 5, 1 bullet left. Could have been sick.
would you have hit the final shot, Harry?
No, the guy was behind him. You know, like Cadian, who had already done that, couldn't do it.
Well, here we go,
come on then.
Junior.
Oh, they're getting closer with every missed shot. And they're right there. They run him down. One more man down the vent. Hexed. Good bit of resistance here as he fights for this control, but look at him. They've got him boxed in. They've got him backed into a corner. The claws are out for Hex, and he'll keep on holding the line. This is great. This is so well played from Hex, just to buy so much time to whittle down MIBR. They don't even get into the B site because he slows them. They don't get out. They don't get into a position where they can look to get this bomb planted. Instead, they've got to give room to Insani. They've got to give him a bit of room to work here, to try cook up the opener that will allow this bomb plant. Ooh, that barrel.
Oh, the tip pointing out of the box. Gotta look out for that. Thanks, Harry. Oh, his Wolko.
You didn't choose your words wisely there.
No, I did not. It's Wolko just still here.
Crisp.
In the darkness of the corner, and Sani and Safe clearing him out together. It's just Jeorge now, and he's coming down the vent, making no secret where he's coming from. And that is not secret. He's coming forward towards the double door stairway. And we're getting the Jeorge chance. The crowd are going wild. And for that, he pulls the 5. He pulls the flashbang. Why has he done that? Don't fumble with your nades in that position.
Sad way for it to go if you're EG, but fantastic for MIBR.
The Jeorge chants were just started, man.
I know, man. The crowd was going mild, but didn't relay across. EG didn't get the memo, and now they're force buying down into this round. 3 M4s, 2 MP9s, 1 kit for Hext. Kind of feel bad for Hext, man. He really gave it his all in that
It's the same on Mirage, right? He was the player that got them back in at Mac. Remember that big clutch from Hext? A couple of other rounds he had which were not nearly as notable as that one, but definitely impactful. And Insani, the door's blown open towards his top side. He's looking for that kill off the top of the hut, looking to rip them off the ripper. That big ends game later on, everybody's talking about, Harry, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, that is, you know, the one that everyone's talking about. But, man, I don't think that could take away from the majesty that has been this game, from a 16-1 start to an ultra-competitive back and forth.
Quite a roller coaster, isn't it?
This game is a roller coaster.
The full flip, the full flop. Getting everything here. Automatic. Will struggle to find everything here at Mini, unless they walk through the smoke at him. No info gained.
Well, go with a smoke in hand. Just a little pixel is all he'll see, and he'll get peppered, but smoke will go down, and he'll hide behind it, shielded and covered by the grayness of his screen. And 27 seconds left, automatic holding the retreat. If they want to come back through A main quickly, they would have to run into the MP9, and I'm running out of time looking at MIBR. They're starting to stress me out here, and finally they are able to break through. They get rid of automatic. Hext able to step up for one, but they're breaking through. The defense is 10 seconds is all they have left. They must sprint with the bomb, but it is down on the ground, and Junior has done enough. They cannot win this round. Insani would have to play for elimination, and they just disperse. They do not want anything to do with this, and it will be EG winning it on the time.
And, you know, that was just super smartly played by Welko down towards lower, right? Like playing the pixel jiggle down towards the secret stairs. As soon as he gets that info and drops the smoke, there's, you said it, there's 27 seconds left. Like, they can't wait for that. They either had to go through or end up in this weird decision of trying to fast crunch through main. Automatic. I was so nervous for him there, bro. Like, he forgot he plays this game 4 seconds in the future or something. Just started spraying off at nothing. But luckily enough, Junior, the rest of the gang, they're able to make up for it. And so it's a tie game after all. MIBR looking like they want to explode ramp. They're waiting for this smoke to fade, and then they're coming at EG fast.
The pressure of elimination just forcing little mistakes here and there. Either way, EG bail out the ship in the previous, and now might need to bail out Welko from this position, who is hiding, not spotted initially. And one here is arguably good enough. Junior turns it into a 2 for 2.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the second time you've used that position already in this half, you really want to get more than one from it. But he'll take the 1-for-1 now because the trades were efficient elsewhere, and now with under a minute left, it is MIBR who smoke out the control room window and creep ever closer. But I say smoke out the control room window. They've actually left a massive gap in the top left corner that automatic has found and used very effectively to take out Safe. So that bomb, it's not safely crossed to the site just yet.
Flash down. But MIBR not committing to anything. They want information. They're getting hungry.
Jeorge.
They want that brain power. Jeorge going to be able to find one there. Drop quick on the trade. And a quick rotation too towards the upper site for both parties. Ladders a little bit shorter coming out of the vent. But has the timing. Hex knows he doesn't have the range to play with. But he might have strength of position. Creeping forward, not spotted. Drop! Just doesn't get the Galil in hand in time. And there you have it, Hext saving the day for NA. But before he defuses, he's putting a couple of clips in.
Gotta do that. Gotta cover all your bases, don't you? 5 to 4. With that round completed, Hex dragging them through it. And the 1v1 against Drop, that'll put EG into the lead. And a slot upgrade as well, take that Khalil. Give it all he's got there, Hex, and then nearly forgot about the bomb. Nearly forgot his objective.
Dude, this is such a wild game. It's sick to see EG being able to have kind of the longevity to pull this bag.
Yeah. Well, there has been that discussion, right, that this may be the best EG roster yet for a long time. Oh, Insani, almost that downwards transfer. You don't see it often, but it almost happened here.
Yeah, nearly pulls it off. If there's one player that's mechanically gifted enough to do that, it would be Insani here on the server. And the walk down in towards ramp, it's Walco waiting. Walco with the Khalil. A tail is all this time. And he's gone. And here's the play in towards the B site. It's going to be the rundown from Drop at the lead of the charge.
Yeah, EG still all up on upper, and they're going through the lobby, which means a triple ramp retake is what they're going to be left with. Everyone coming from the same position. This could give them the 3v1 onto Exit. What we're looking for out of Exit here for the rest of MIBR is kind of, at worst, he needs a one and done in this position.
Yeah.
Can't afford to go down untraded.
Surely he gets one, though. He definitely gets one.
Any more for Exit. It is the one and done to leave this in an even odds bout. 2v2, Drop back of the silo. Gonna have no support from Breno. It's set up for him to win it, so 1-on-1 from Drop right there.
Oh, it's such a good
now it's left just to Hex, and Drop will deal with him. Makes it look nice and easy for MIBR as they walk that 3v3 over the line.
Yeah, that volume, I don't know if you guys could hear that as well as we could inside of the room, but the sofas of MIBR staff and the players all getting super loud about this Drop play.
The fan squad, mate. The fan squad. Those are the rounds, right, that MIBR were missing on Mirage. They'd have numbers. They'd have everything going for them in rounds like that, but they'd somehow lose it in the post plant. And it seems like they're starting to tighten those up. Brazilian CS here on a map like Nuke can be dangerous. And now they're looking at 5T rounds, staring down the barrel of maybe even more.
Yeah, their after plans certainly struggled, didn't they, over on that previous map of Mirage. They really were getting into favorable positions. Probably could have came away with a 2-0 win if they had won a few of those, right? So definitely letting them down, but that's a far better post plant. And we're all tied up again. I mean, we're going to see everything being thrown into this. Emotions will be on the line. Everything you've got coming into this final map of the best of three facing elimination. Your playoff dream will still live on if you're able to complete Nuke. M4 here for Automatic. It's his birthday. Give him the hero rifle. Everybody else on the Deeks. I have to say, Harry, big fan of your purple jacket today, man. Looking really good.
Thank you.
I like
Thank you. You know, purple, it's kind of my color.
It is.
Everyone's always said that. Everyone's always knowing that.
It's a land grimace.
I kind of...
Sorry.
I don't know
what that means.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't?
All right. Mac, you'll have to explain.
Yeah, Mac.
I'll sort that. It's probably better you don't know.
We were just sat in silence hoping I knew, and I hope you knew, and we didn't in the end.
Oh, okay. No. I do.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
It's the right colour.
I have seen this.
That's right. Give me that. Give me that. I think you actually look spiffing as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it is kind of like...
Oh, this is going to look fantastic. Look at this fight's about to come down towards ramp. It's about to be an absolute massacre. Head-to-head fight. The CT's running right into it, and Exit's killed his own teammate in the craziness of this round, but Exit makes up for it. But here he is. Jeorge! And now it's Breno in a 1v1.
Breno's sat bottom of the board as well. 1 kill to his name in this game so far. But he could win this round for MIBR. He grabs the bomb. Jeorge is so low. Breno needs the plant. He can't lose this. He can't lose this to a 4 HP Jeorge in a 3v1. Breno will deal with him. As he gets his second kill, it's a big one. It's going to put MIBR back into the lead and break the money of EG.
Well, that round had it all, didn't it? Exciting play into the ramp room. Everybody sort of marching towards each other. Guns at dawn. And there it is. Exit killing his own teammate in the midst of it all, but it wasn't enough for our boy Jeorge.
Jeorge a bit too curious there.
Indeed.
MIBR with the 1-round lead now, and the economy heavily in their favor. EG taking the tactical. Just have a quick chat about what they want to do with the lackluster buy, or really anything. You're looking at Hex there. He's got 3.5k in the bank. Surely can bring in some kind of pistol to find influence. Maybe some util, of course. A very key factor on a map like Nuke.
Bro, we're at like this point in the series where it's kind of, you know, it's almost sad either way. I mean, I wish there was like a last chance bracket, you know, like just one more
we really do need one last
just
go,
because, you know, mate,
Yeah,
like
put Heroic in there, Rooster, and whoever loses this one.
Well, dude, like for MIBR, they had that close series versus Ents. They've looked legit as hell throughout the tournament, I think. For EG, I feel like this is a team that need a win, and I think with this iteration, the squad are playing some of their best, or they're playing their best CS yet. So,
true.
You know,
But that's Counter-Strike, man, right?
Yeah. Why can't we just all win?
You know, that's true.
Ooh. Exits opened up this round. This is not one that you ever needed to get worried about in the first place. So, MIBR, it's all just about keeping it clean.
I'm just having so much fun thinking about the contrast between Harry, who wants people to get participation awards, everyone wins, and Yanko, who was here before, who was completely the opposite.
Oh, dude, it's like whiplash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Rush.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you feeling?
Much better now.
But look, man, that's why Yanko, I think, probably more interesting. You know, mine's like, hey, give everyone a trophy.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Yanko though, because you know his vein of thinking. I'd have to side with that. I think it's nice to have some winners because, you know,
it's kind of the foundation
point of what we're here for, guys.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I tell you what, we're all winners right now, getting to watch CS and being involved, you know. I mean, I feel like a winner, so...
No, of course we will do.
Everyone in Twitch chat, you're all bloody winners as well.
Rush, who's your favorite player on the server right now?
Ooh, Insani is kind of nuts, to be honest.
Oh, so what number is he right now?
He's 7 right now.
All right, number 7 is your favorite player.
We always stick with the player main outside at the start of the round, because usually they see them as contact. Big nade, does nothing. Automatic pushing through. Take it away, Harry. Harry.
Well, Harry is taken away. In fact, he's coming to probably find you, I would say, Rush. He's on a little journey somewhere, but we're going to continue this one into Breno and Safe. Couple of big kills. Jeorge and Automatic out of the round. And Junior climbing out of heaven. The AWP is caught by Insani down at the vent. Now 4 versus 2. Looking good here for MIBR, but Walker looks to try and change that with that ramp push, but Insani quickly turns back into lobby and stops Walker from getting any further.
That's one of those positions as well where we've seen, you know, moments of players getting good flanks off. You get that one pick and run away. This time EG maybe pushed a bit too far, and Walker, yes, it was a nice flank, nice kill, but unfortunately couldn't double down. Had the crosshair in the right place to expect that door swing, but just couldn't get the track, wasn't expecting the wide swing. MIBR with a 3-round lead now. Looking like they are in a different category of Counter-Strike, a different tier even. Here on Nuke, at least. It'll be really sad if EG don't make this competitive in the second half. After how hard they played on Mirage, man.
I mean, it was competitive even at the start of this game, right? And
yeah.
Right now, MIBR starting to grab control at the later ends of this first half. Could be a 10-5 half in the end. Actually, get 10 T rounds on Nuke. Could be very happy with that. This should be a 9th. It does feel like EG have had to stomach a lot of these lower tier buys, right? Upgrading a few pistols here and there. We've seen a full eco from them at times too. It's been pretty rough. They haven't really got solid control of the economy at any point, really, it feels like, throughout the CT half. So MIBR definitely playing with the better foot forward at the moment.
Creeping out is an MIBR might go for the full wrap. EG with this heavy stack towards A. Might have made the right read. Smoke towards Mini. Allow that wrap around, but we'll see if they go down instead. Safe having a sniff down the stairs. And if they follow through, then maybe, just maybe, that B site will show them some greener pastures. 9 rounds on the horizon.
Journey down in the lower bomb site, getting a nice view of how they're going to split this. You can see exit will go towards decon. The others, the double door, will probably see someone walk all the way up here to the control room. So that's how you take the lower site. You can't just all go from the same side. You want to get as much control of the lower bomb site as possible, then execute your ramp utility. Brenner can come back from control room to assist in the clearance of the full site, and then they'll be able to comfortably plant the bomb. And now we're looking at EG not really in a position to contest for the retake. So that's going to be 9 rounds, and a really nice overview there to see how to take that lower bomb site effectively.
And if there was any pistols in there,
they would have been cleared out, right?
Dead for sure. Unless.
It's good to see. That's
always
something for you guys to try at home. What have you? So I've seen. I've played a few games of Nuke in CS2, Mac. I don't know if you've played too much of it.
Oh, it's terrible. The sound. It needs fixing.
I've got you started. I've got you started on it.
The fact that you can have people at the top of secret.
Welcome.
Okay. Don't hang on. You can have people shooting at the top of secret. You'll be just around the corner at the bottom, and you will just not hear them at all. You'll hear like faint, distant shots coming through. As soon as you go through, like your view model or whatever goes through this vertical sound box thing, you're halfway up the stairs, they're right next to you, and you can't tell. There's nothing that makes it sound like it's appropriate.
So it's very jarring, yeah.
Touched on for sure before Nuke gets a full release of the game.
All right, well, round 15, last round of this half. And like we said, it could be an MIBR, 10-5 half on the T side, which you would have to say puts them in pole position to take this series away. And they've managed to vent dive the bomb. Oh, the bomb just makes it down the vent, but it's not on the back of a player. It's just lying there on the floor, so they've got to go back and get it. And actually, with Walco's kill, it is now EG up a player, and they've got all the time in the world because Exit has to waste time going back to get that bomb.
This is better from Walco as well, right? Gets that pick, doesn't overcook it, doesn't overextend, and just locks down the ramp control, waiting for a reroute from MIBR. Hexed almost dying there as they tried to transition on a flank into secret. But in comes that plant, and it looks like EG going to be going all in on ramp for the retake here.
And Sani just sitting at the bottom of the ramp. Walcott, he goes down first. And Sani's just going to chill, rifle at the ready. Hext overruns him and puts Exit in a more uncomfortable position towards the back of the site. But that nade, it doesn't even matter. It's the AK for Exit. And a stellar finish to the first half for Exit and MIBR. 10-5, they're looking good to close out this series.
Nails a shot. 3 kills from the captain.
MIBR in this decider map have put themselves in a fantastic position to close on EG. The North American hopes must be resumed as we head into the second half. 5 rounds is all they managed, and it was pretty competitive towards the start of the half, and then it just fell apart. It absolutely fell apart, Mac.
Yeah, the big, brutal Brazilians smacking EG in that first half, but can they keep it up in the second? And how are EG going to reinvigorate themselves? Well, a Teakside pistol is a great place to make that happen. Let's see where they opt to go. Presence towards Outers, as well as over towards that trophy. Just sort of expecting MIBR to be the aggressors here.
Hey, Dinko.
Oh.
Hey!
We're going to 1v1 after this game, all right?
Where'd you come
All right,
from?
Harry, I'm ready for that rematch.
Yeah, we're 1v1 and I'm taking you down. Anyway, cast the game, fools.
We've interrupted this important matchup for a breaking news report. And now it's Exit sitting on the ramp. A great headshot on automatic. And Jeorge, he's planting the bomb. It's going to be a 2v3 here for MIBR to try and recover. And Mac, I favor them. They've got the Julies. They've got the headshot. And now they've got a chance on Wolko. It's going to be an MIBR retake. It didn't even take that long.
Yeah, it's almost happened. Now, I'm just trying to figure out where Harry was. I think
He's away warming up, man. This is an unfair advantage, really, to be honest.
That's okay. That's okay. Someone's got to have an advantage somewhere.
Look at this guy trying to sneak over and warm up. Now he's leaving it. He's been caught. He's been caught. So
that just means that if you
he
do
can warm
beat
up
him,
if he wants.
If you do beat him, you've done it not once, but
No,
twice.
Harry has been working on his mental strength.
Yeah.
Now that is something he has been working on, and we've been kind of witnessing the growth of the mental strength. And if there is one thing they say about Harry, it's that he never chokes. It is the thing they say about him these days. And another thing they say that will go down in the history books is he can come back from anything. So that is going to have to be something that is tested.
That's it, yeah.
A little bit later on
chokes,
today.
Never gags, a man of many talents.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Heard that as well from Hugo. And now Evil Geniuses, 11-5 down. They've got to prove that they can come back. They got to prove that they can find their way through this. Adversity can be opportunity, Mac.
It certainly can. Well, shout out to my homies, of course. I believe it is Pride Month at the moment here in Malta. So let's fly those flags. Kappa Prides aplenty. Exit. Oh, not going to be able to hold it down over towards Outers here. Safe. Answering with one at range over towards the back of Warehouse. And Insani with that MP9, not going to find a thing. So 4v4 is how this round's going to be going down.
Just establishing some ramp control now or MIBR, so they're going to be having a little bit of a walk. Look at this. Let's go through the trophy room together as a team, as a unit, as a threesome, as they move their way through.
Just clearing out everything. All nooks, all crannies. Can they get in behind EG? Looks like EG are going to go towards that lower side. Staying together. Insani will be the one to find this information unless timing doesn't favor him. But so far, so good. Pack approach, strength in numbers, and here's that contact.
Yeah, contact's in. Gotta watch this one in full clarity. Is Insani taken out by Hexed. Safe with a swift response, but he's under pressure now in the dark, and his life expectancy shrunk to 0. It is now Drop and Breno. We must pull off a retake here for MIBR, and look how quick they are to decom, but Jeorge has turned around at the exact right time, and Drop cannot win this one. He realizes that and will take his M4 into the next. There's not a lot of money left over here for MIBR, so EG, that's the 6th round picked up and a way back into it.
Well, the M4 in the next could find some kind of impact, but these are the rounds that EG have been looking for. 2 Galils, an M4, and a 6th round on the board. Means that MIBR will not be running away with the game too early on in the second half. But how quickly can NA close the distance to Brazil?
Pretty quickly. let's say, what is the distance between, say, the most southerly point of America,
New Mexico,
and Brazil? You can find that out for us, Mac.
Do we have to do it in miles or Ks? What do we?
Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Whatever unit you want.
Let's get directions. So New Mexico, I think, is like the most southern part, right? Oh no. Oh yes.
Well, it's going to be a ramp rush while you figure that out, and here comes the attack. It's the 5-7 of Bruno. Again, it gets caught in the open there, and there's nothing really much he can do about that. So Hex just runs at him. Mac 10 straight to the body, and they've broken open this B site. So EG having a pretty comfortable time about this one. You know, run ramp, breaks open immediately, and MIBR aren't really in a position to have a quick rotation. They didn't have anybody clear or rotated down to that B site, so that's going to be EG taking 7 just off the back of that opening move.
Can't seem to find a way there.
All right, there is no journey. Mac has concluded that, but there may be a journey for EG to go on. A journey of self-discovery it has been over the last year, or even more than that for EG, right? We discussed on the panel at the start of this week all about the amount of differences there have been in terms of the players coming in and out since they won that title in New York, right, in 2019. And there's 12 new players into that main roster, excluding the players that were in that New York winning roster. So you're talking about all the changes and the sort of identity changes and the drama and the criticism that they've all been through. And this is a journey for EG, and they're starting to see that progression in this tournament, and it would be a shame to see them go out with a whimper here. So I'm glad they're starting to resurge in the second half, and hopefully they can give us that for a bit longer here. MIBR don't have the weapons for the job in this kind of round either, so should be an 8th round for EG, and they'll shrink that gap even further to 3 rounds. Outside wall execute this time. Had a quick ramp push in the previous round, but this time it's just that wall of smokes created, and now a little trickle down into its secret. The smokes have faded away. It's getting a little bit awkward here, but they have managed to get their way through there as a pack. And there is one player rotated down already. It's Insani, and we know what he can do in the Deagle when given the chance. So let's see, Mac. Will he be able to take anything with this big Deag?
The Molly's going to make it that little bit harder. Hasn't burnt him, won't spread just yet. Oh, missed opportunities. The target, it was just there. Bullseye's hit eventually after the 5th and 6th attempts, but Jeorge will instantly trade. And now with the lowest control, EG, they're thinking about going the whole way down, but drop tucked in the corner of the rafters, and he's got a helping hand with Breno here as well. Over towards that right side of Mega, or ramp for you non-Australians.
35 seconds. That's all they have got. And eventually they must make their play, but they run into drop, and he could spoil the party. Exit elsewhere takes out Hext, and this is getting a little worrying now. 25 seconds. Jeorge comes out of the double door, but you still got to think about drop. And the silencer again! What is happening? But he switches to the USP, and automatic runs right into Exit. What a round for MIBR to win, and what a disaster for Evil Geniuses. Those are the rounds that can cost you. Those are the rounds that can break your back.
Yeah, how does this keep on happening? The right clicks.
What is that? Yeah, it's happening more over the last 2 days than I have seen in weeks of CS.
And sometimes it's not even when they're like flicking to the right? They're just somehow hitting the right click accidentally. Not banging on the right side of the desk, not missing a mouse pad or something like that. And look, to answer your earlier question.
Look at the frustration. They know what's just happened, and Drop is so pleased with himself being able to step up on that lower bomb side. But yes, Mac.
I've cheated this a little bit. So 2,856 kilometers is from Florida to the closest looking part of Brazil. There you go.
There we go, Mac.
You got to swim though.
You do have to swim. That's fine.
And you got to go through Cuba.
Yep. Well,
could be a good experience.
I mean, what a journey that would be.
Well, the journey looking almost as long as that for EG to get back into this game, especially after a loss in the previous. But a man advantage here, and this pulls control is the right way in. MIBR staying towards that upper side of the map. No one going lower.
No one. Brenner's coming down into the lower bottom side. Now he'll actually blow open those double doors, and it's actually perfect timing to spot Walco crossing over. Obviously not looking for the damage there, just the information. Now Breno in a pretty powerful position when combined with the might of the safe AWP.
Safe scoping as well. I think that's been heard, and you can see EG are aware, but safe now spotting that fadeaway.
Yep.
Oh, and the bomb's starting to make its way in.
Oh, it's a good shot from Junior, and I think it has forced MIBR just to peel away. So fantastic recovery from EG after a disaster in the previous round to come back and have the mental resilience to immediately answer back with a good clean round like this one that'll get you right back somewhat on track. They don't really have the resources to hunt this, so you're going to see the save call for safe and drop, and you're going to see it likely go through, but it might be worth throwing one in if you can get rid of the AWP. And that might be the thought process here for Hexed, is he's getting ever closer to that save position.
Yeah. And EG respecting the save, worried a little bit more about their own economy. With 4 alive. That's looking pretty damn good, pretty damn solid. And 4 rounds the gap now, so the distance getting shortened round by round. MIBR into this one with the save. Are going to be able to buy up again. Breno going to be dropped an MP9 in the meanwhile. And there can be some more util here. We'll see if there's going to be a toss around. Yeah. Yep, you're pretty happy with this buy if you're MIBR. You can work up some kind of recipe for a round.
Yeah, you could definitely do that. Let's see if they find the first ingredient. Walco running forward. In towards the ramp play. It is safe with the first pick for Intel. Junior pushes forward. You have to say he's a bit of a monster gaming in Malta, and drop holding on, just about gets away, and let's face it, he's made it around the corner. Smoke is up in his face. And they're climbing up heaven. Jeorge wants to fight him, and he's the bomb carrier, and that is a risky fight, but he wins it. And now Insanity around the side of the site. It is automatic to come out on top and keep EG in the player advantageous position.
Yeah, well, let's see if Exit can find their way back in here. They need to act sooner rather than later. With that heaven position in the control of EG, it's a ridiculously hard post plant to dislodge for MIBR, and you can see that it probably just is going to be the save here, making their way towards T-spawn already. Clear out maybe lobby at best and try to slide the AWP across to T-spawn. But automatic in the best position to deal with this AWP. The flick's no good this time. AWP down, AWP down. And another round for EG. Now roll it back about 30 seconds. That position where, who was it? I think it was Drop over towards CT. Playing from under the stairs, you know, that one where it's kind of like a head glitch at long range.
Yes, with a smoke in front of him as Jeorge
was asking if there was a position in Counter-Strike called Zywoo. And that is the only position I'm aware of that has been dubbed Zywoo.
There we go. Would you say that
I don't think many people
cultural zeitgeist, or what do you think?
I think it's just one of those things, right? Like, there are players that, you know, have made a mark on the game, but have never been gifted the name of a position. You know, it feels pretty good when you have a position named after yourself, right?
Yeah, I would imagine so. I would imagine
experience,
so.
You know, we aren't them. We are not him.
We are not him. We are not Jim, in fact, either. So, or Yim.
Jim, Yim, him, or them.
But right now, MIBR aren't it. They're not pulling this off at the moment, and EG are on that comeback trail. And they have found open road. M4 for Exit. The in-game leader popping off again. Big performance from him. Would like to see a bit more out of Breno here as well. Right now, automatic at the front of the pack. They've taken ramp, and he's not stopping. He actually is just dropping immediately into the side. This is quick. This is decisive. And they'll not walk into any pistols. And that'll be a 10th round for EG. just
calling it already.
Like that. Yeah, I think so, Mac.
MIBR have nothing but exits to ask for. And speaking of exit, look how deep he is. He never left spawn. Happy with this position just to play it safe. And the USPs are going to hunt for some guns. Could this be the unicorn round that we have not seen in a while?
That rare breed. That mythical creature.
No, it's not going to be. Walco's got something here.
He doesn't like unicorns. Doesn't like fantasy.
He is a myth buster himself.
You did get a couple of your myths busted recently, didn't you, Mac?
Yeah, by Alex. Earlier on in the week.
Nearly took a crop to the head as well. Oh, Walco. Why have you ruined the beautiful pacifist round? You've lost an AK too. But it'll give it on over. And it's now 12-10. Money is back for MIBR.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing, Mac. The money's back.
Money's back. And MIBR up to find a 13th, or if EG keep on making this one happen. Looks like it won't be a faster approach anywhere for EG. Just playing through the early round quite slowly. Out of the smokes as well, sprawling across the whole yard. But MIBR not taking the bait, not too focused on that. It's Breno that will get tested here by EG in just a moment.
Here comes the pop, the flash in. Breno, as we mentioned in the previous round, we'd like to see a bit more out of him. In fact, we'd like to see a lot more out of him. And instead of standing and fighting, he's made the decision to just go down towards the lower site, make that rotation. Stays alive, keeps his life intact. And they will then just take the ramp room for free here. It will allow them to either pressure down or try and get through hell. Exit's got that hell covered off, so information that at least they've got ramp room. But EG, what will they do with it? Yet to be seen. But likely going to be a walk down into the B site, which then would still fall on Brennan's shoulders, the responsibility of this round.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see him get an itchy nose. Take his hand off that mouse at the wrong time here.
I saw that. The pre-itch. Is it going to be the answer to make EG his bitch? That's the question we're about to ask and find the answer to. And Breno striking true. There's the first two. He's looking for a little bit more as well, just dancing around the cover. It's good, but so's that shot from Junior, and EG might be back in the round.
Yeah, Brown does a really good job this time, right? Positions himself, gets those two headshots. Will it be enough to close the round, though? He's given every single chance for his team, but Jeorge has pulled it back. There's a hole in the door, and will it be glory for Jeorge? It won't. Exit and drop, remove him from the play, and MIBR will have a successful retake. Thank you, Breno, for those 2 kills, MIBR will say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's some messages being sent by the couch.
A lot of shouting.
Very happy with that one. Breno, all boils down to this play. Itch gapped, itch buffed, however you want to look at it. Scratch that nose, King, if it makes you play like that.
Keep that nose nice and scratched. 13-10 now, Mac. Ooh. I do feel like MIBR have enough in the tank to get it done, but EG, they proved me wrong on Mirage, right? They had a lot of chances to close it, and they eventually did, right? They stayed in it every time. It looked like they had just been broken. Oh, they stayed in it mentally, and now they've got to do it again. They're trying to get out the door. They're trying to get into Insani's territory, and it's not that easy. Ooh. A 1-for-1 trade. Safe misses the shot, but Exit just throws his body right into the play, and it's automatic that will fall. Breno comes around the backside, and MIBR are fired up. Go back to B, baby, is what they called, Mac.
That is what I heard.
That has come through. And maybe that is what EG will have to do here, because this A-pop did not work at all, did it?
The Brazilian energy never fails to deliver, no matter which country we are in. Currently in Malta. You already saw what they did at the start of the year in Rio. And when Brazil was playing in Melbourne, they had a fan base down there too. They're bloody everywhere. They love to support the esport. And MIBR might just be doing it 2 rounds away from locking out the series. EG, they might have burnt every bit of gas in the tank, as they need 6 more to get back into this one and do it in regulation. I wouldn't be surprised if OT is on the cards, but EG, they need to fire up here and now.
They definitely need to do that. They're starting to run out of chances here in Pro League. Everybody's talked about how EG have seen steady improvements throughout this event. How sad it would be for them to not get a win here, but it looks to be the case at the moment. MIBR come in and impress so many.
Ooh.
And safe with a fantastic shot. Automatic tried to climb up on top of Red, and all he ends up being is dead. Nice shot from Junior in reply. That's safe. Goodbye.
Some redemption to follow through on that one. EG2 now again infesting the halls. Exit. Good position to dodge this util, but also, more importantly, find that information that there's no bust through that smoke, there's no push through the halls. EG now grouping up and trying to go for the one angled approach through Mini onto A. They do have Hexed, however, looking to save the day from Hut, but when's he going to knock? When's he going to draw this attention? The noise being made.
Oh, they're not going to expect the second player, right? No, but they do. They check it. Oh, drop! It doesn't matter. He turns left and right. 8 seconds left, though. You've got to get that bomb down. And Junior fending off the vent push. Breno just sends himself up the ladder. And now Hext is so low, down in the 1v1. Breno has been so quiet across the game, but the last few rounds, he's been so impactful, but this round will go the way of Hex.
Just peaks him on 18 HP, the savior of NA, the savior of today, and maybe the savior of Automatic's birthday. You know that he'd love a present of continuing on in the lower bracket and playing later today for that last slot in the playoffs from this group. But there's still a while to play for. 5 more rounds of regulation to get it done. MIBR money up against the wall here. You can see that they don't have a buy in the next round. If EG stack it on here and now, then that economy is going to be crumbling. A trade of spams here towards the wall into Hut. And a lot of util going to get used early on for both these sides. See if it is going to be the long haul. Oh, spam's continuing to come through, and Hext barely alive after that trade.
Smoke wall up. It's going to be the pop into the top side being set up here for EG. Molly coming through, smokes deploying out towards main side. Once again, testing this A defense, but they've decided they're going to go for the vent drop instead. Down to B they go. EG running into the lower bomb site. Breno's now rotated down the ramp, looking to try and stop them from crossing. He does a lot of damage, but he does not prevent the full cross, and so the plant will come in. And they've lost a member, Hext again. So sharp on the headshot on safe. And MIBR need to consider, do they even want to go for this now, Mac?
Well, maybe.
No, it looks like they've called that off, man. They look like they've decided. They've got to hope their chances come in a later round, but EG. Oh, good call, hitting that lower bomb site again. They're checking out towards that vent. Drops just hoping he can catch an exit on the way out, but good call from EG, well executed.
Yeah. It's crazy. In a situation like this, MIBR just so worried about their economy. We spoke about it. They knew they needed to keep numbers alive and force survive. 2 AKs carried across to the next. A flash, a molly, armor on many, and a HE. Boil it up. They've still got decent money in the bank to work some kind of buy here. Safe will have to go down to a MP9 or maybe a Deagle if they want to prioritize that utility. Rascat could maybe come through if he wants to play the range game. But every time he's tried that, there's smokes in the way at outers. EG, solid utility here in the second half to really play into this game. Both teams seem to be that little bit stronger on the T side today, at least on the third map of the series. And another timeout coming through here, just to have that potential final pause, final tactical for this game.
Yeah, MIBR just need to put together 2 rounds here on the CT side to take the victory, to move on to that next best of 3 at the end of today, to qualify in the last possible spot in the ESL Pro League playoffs. Quite the journey for the victor of this. And it is still hard to call who the victor will be. EG and MIBR is delivering on map 3 and automatic. This is quick over the top of Silo, right up on top of main. And he looks for this kill on exit, who is just around the corner. Ever present, the bullets was past. Whoa, oh, so much damage done through that, but look at Insanity. Look how far he's pushed up into this doormat.
Just taking so much space, so much information, but there's still a chance for Hex to strike. He's outside of pre-lobby and can punish an overextension from MIBR, but you can see Insani tucking towards the back of door, drop as well. Already down towards that lower side, so 3 towards upper for MIBR, 2 towards lower, expecting a bust here, and EG, they don't know which way they must go.
Well, under 1 minute, and a lot of ground taken from the CTs. Look how far pushed up they are. There's no way Hex is going to be ready for this tight right angle, and Exit's time. His timing has just worked against him, but so is Insanity. If he just was patient, if he just planted himself in that spot for a second longer, he would have got the kill. An automatic turns on Exit. Everything is going right for EG in this round. Nothing for MIBR. This is going to be 13, 14, 13. This game is going the distance again.
Going real deep. And we thought automatic in that first map of the day. It might have been all out of birthday luck, but it's still hanging around here. And they're keeping themselves together. Finding some very fortunate timings, some nice openings. And automatic knows that someone's going to be going for that gun eventually. Safe bites the bullet.
Oof. Well, I have to say, I mean, this is really impressive that EG have been able to win a round like this so convincingly after losing so much map control. The fact that Insanity was so far pushed up in the lobby, you think, oh, that guarantees at least some chaos, maybe a kill or two even for Insanity, but he just give it up. It couldn't have been easier for Hex in the end. And this kill, Exit, you maybe think he's the next sort of problem in their side, but doesn't end up being that either. So 14-13. Here we go again. Evil Geniuses looking to tie things up. It is a relentless buy from MIBR. They will have the rifles again, but they lose this round, they've got nothing. And this might even be the best chance for EG to get to 15 rounds. Potentially even win this series now. Oh, miss Molotov in a round like this.
Yeah.
Bounces back off the wall.
All a ruse though. EG not looking to commit towards that upper push. But Insani up on Hut can still stay put, it seems.
Yeah, it's definitely getting to the point now where tensions will be high for EG. They know they have to be picture perfect. This is such a great opportunity, and the bomb has made it down the vent, but the players are falling. EG are down 2 members already. Smoke for the cross. Walco doesn't go out with it. Instead, he turns back to cut off the rotation. It's a good headshot, and he has to know there's another player in the vent. There's no way Insanity could have got that far on that sound cue. And now Junior on the outside play. Exit looks for him. Leaves no stone unturned, and Junior is gone. A 4v2, 40 seconds left, and the nade will be sent into Walco. In one of the most important rounds for EG, it doesn't come together. It doesn't form a perfect picture, and MIBR will reach map and series point first.
Got there a second too late.
I hope you guys heard that. That's some real fighting talk coming out of the sofa for MIBR, and job's not done yet. MIBR were the team that were on the point of breaking with their economy, but EG, they had some leftover cash, so they've got to go buy here. They've got the AWP out for Junior, they've got rifles out, and they're going for a top site door explosion and then slowed it down. So the nade blows open the door, they get the utility in place early, but as you can see where the bomb is placed on the mini-map, they're not going to be committing now. They're going to be going back outside instead. First smoke is crossed, but they're just going dry over red, taking fights. And when you've got a guy like Automatic who can hit shots like that, you wonder why not. And now it's Insani's turn to show what he's made of. The M4 at the ready, and they run right into him. Insani with a double, traded out by Junior, and a 3v3 will ensue in the final 1 minute 15.
Creeping all the way around here, Jeorge. Can he do it for N8? Can he get them into a position to get this bomb up the vent? It's what they're really looking for here. Or is he going to go for the ramp flank? Where are we going? Where are they thinking?
All options are available to them. So Junior's got the bomb at decon, so it has to be the play in here, right? So smoke goes out. That'll allow him to either fake it or commit. And he's decided to throw the smoke out. MIBR, they want to try and go back up, but MIBR not biting on this. MIBR stay in strength on the A side, but the timing for exit. All the kills come in for EG. Both of the A players gone just like that. And Breno is on the B site. 14 rounds for EG. All 30 needed. And it might be overtime again, Mac. There's no money left on a lot of these MIBR players.
Yeah, EG got to do it one more time. And look, for all you guys at home as well, if you want to experience whatever the hell this tournament has been so far with the upsets, the emotion, the passion from the minimal fans already here, you can buy some tickets. You can come to the live playoffs. I can't remember where you have to go, but I know it's somewhere. And I'm sure that there's a lovely graphic. Don't go to the fire exit, though. Don't go to the fire exit. Just come to the studio.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, last time we had a good turnout as well for the Pro League finals. Malta turned out in fourth. But here we go. Really important dying moments of this map. Elimination on the line here at Pro League, and I do not know what that noise was, Mac.
Well, it was a yee-haw, but was it axed? There was a voice break in there, you know, just losing it. Too much yelling going on. This series has gone on for bloody hours and hours now. And it might go on for even longer if EG are successful in the 30th round of Nuke. Another OT could be going down here. But no one going down lower just yet.
Look at this, the call to rush ramp. Breno's got the rifle at the ready, and it's just one for Breno. A little bit more needed here from the defense. An exit. Oh, it's the dry peek into the AWP. That's given Junior the kill and given EG the advantage. And if they come down the ramp, they've got to deal with Safe in this corner. Now, it's often a very good spot for getting at least one kill. But EG have pumped the brakes, Mac.
How's this timing? Safe, not quite ready. The slow peak might be the deal sealer. The one that takes us into OT. Insani, just with that MP9 and drop. He's looking for a flank. He's looking to get into any kind of position to find some impact. But EG, with a minute to play with, they are hitting those brakes. They are waiting for MIBR to do what they are. And that's potentially overstay their welcome, overpush their boundaries. Is Jeorge going to keep the eyes on the prize? Oh, the timing drop almost finds an answer. Is that where the cookie crumbles? Is that how EG lose it in regulation?
Surely no way now. They're going to get down into the site. A 2v3. Eyes on that kid. It's not on their back. It's on the floor very far away. So MIBR, if they're going to pull off this retake, they've got to do it with a timer that is ticking faster than ever. And Drop loses that jewel. It is now Insani with an MP9. It's overtime surely here. They've doubled up in dark. Insani's taking some damage in the time. It's ticking. Insani's running out of it. And the weapon, the MP9 is not the best for this kind of job, but he does so much damage, but not enough. Evil geniuses with axed, roaring. It is going to be overtime between these two sides.
Oh boy, oh brother, if you thought the OTs we had on Mirage weren't enough for you, if you thought that this series was all done in the first half with a 5-10 affair for MIBR, you would be incorrect. EG pull through with 10 on their T side as well. And they're looking for a few more. Let's see where OT takes us and what kind of chaos is about to continue to unfold. Well, Hext already getting an opening here for OT. Insani, they took a fight through door, if you missed that.
Rapid start to the round. But EG will come up looking happier. And you know, that feeling's just got to be sick for EG. You feel like you're just about to be eliminated and you try to get back, kicking and screaming to overtime. You see the release of energy for Hex as he hit the table.
Exit. Going to be mollied in towards the top of Secret here, but EG, are they going to full clear? Are they going to be ready? Shadow advantage, a position here for Exit that is so damn strong, and that's going to be bomb the ground. The molly is there, but the swing comes through. Oh, MIBR tearing him a damn new one. Smoke as well. Flash, all this util coming through and safe. He's hitting it through the wall as well. Hexed out of the equation.
That looked down close for Junior, didn't it? But you would have to really hope for some magic here for Junior. He's going to be creeping underneath the scope of safe. He's looking for him. Junior's got the shot, 30 seconds. Bomb not in his possession. He would have to go to Secret to get that. Now you're just wondering, imagine the world in which he hit that first wall bang, and now he runs right in. He's going to go for it! Junior with the no-scope. Is this happening? Is this a reality? The American sniper needs one towards the back of the site. No! Pulls the bomb. Breno able to make sure that one goes nowhere, but he had me believing. Ooh. Some nice shots from Junior.
He's hit some pretty crazy flicky no-scopes this series.
It's just the time, right? He doesn't have enough time to clear the back of the site, so he's thinking, I have to start planting immediately as soon as I get there. But, you know, look, we're looking at about 7 seconds here. We maybe had 3 seconds to react, clear the back of the site, but doing all of that while thinking how to put the pieces together.
Walko's just like, what's he doing there? Huh? What's he doing? Well, EG not out of the fight yet, still with plenty of cash to play with here in OT. And Junior will afford himself another AWP. Can he put it to use a little earlier this time? Of course, the pressure forcing some mistakes into Exit's crosshair at the top of Secret in the previous, but he slightly shifted his position here. You can see he's just tucking on the short side of Warehouse now. And he will be smoked off by EG, so he can try and get to safety.
Oh, well, they've kind of smoked everything there, Mac.
Yeah.
It's covered everything, really.
Looks like there was one missed smoke as well towards the top of Secret, whatever the hell that is, but it's allowed a tiny gap for safe to strike upon an Exit. Pretty lucky to be even getting one from that position. MIBR barely with a stronger numbers game. 10 HP still on safe. Who can have instrumental impact with an AWP at any given moment, at any given health. But it's Breno to fall. Hex now finding impact himself with a lurk towards the other side of the site, looking to make his way to heaven, smoking that molly instantly to keep himself alive. And EG figuring out where to go. The time is ticking, 20 seconds.
That's all they've got. 15 now. It's getting worse for EG and safe. Oh, looks away from the flash, comes back, and that's the ball. Second kill for Drop, and that is it. No time anymore for Junior. 17 for MIBR, and Evil Geniuses rotting the clock, running it down, and running out of time and time again.
Bah. Bah. Safe the GOAT. 10 HP finds 3.
Wonder what you were doing there.
OT round for MIBR. He hits that! Nah, show us again. I don't care about these ones. Show us the other one again. Cracked.
There we go. Thank you very much for that. Woo! Just look at that. That is insane, Mac. That is insane.
Stellar.
I'm glad we were able to get it in that much detail on the replay. Absolutely killing it over there. And now the timeout taken for Evil Geniuses. This is their 3rd timeout. They still have one available after this. But it's getting to the point where they might run out of time to use them because 17-15, MIBR looking to grab map and series point yet again here. Evil Geniuses have to stay in it mentally once more.
Ooh, looking to keep it clean on the CT side for the first OT here. MIBR, can they do it again? EG keeping them guessing at every given moment, but if MIBR are digging deep, oh, it's going to be a faster one straight through the molly. Jeorge going to be cracking things open. Drop, though, from up top is smacking him on the heads and finds a 3rd. This could be all said and done here in the first half.
That's wild from Drop. A triple. As they try and run into the site, EG throw the strap hook out the window. Let's hit the top side with some speed. And they go in towards it, and they just get absolutely stopped at the door. Automatic, and Junior must recover of this. And Automatic is given the chance, a double lineup. There's another player from the exact same position. Oh, Junior hits the shot, but it's not enough damage to bring Exit to the floor. And this is wild. Safe and Exit now must recover in a 2v2, but Junior's got the shot, and now it is just Exit. How have they let this one go, Mac?
Well, it's not gone just yet. I never count a man out, especially with what I've seen in this series today. Exit, 19 points of health. Automatic tucked away on site, hitting everything. Junior, he's missed a couple of crucial ones. And you never know what he's going to be able to do from this position. Oh, the timing. He's looked away. He's looked away. He's in the corner on the other side of the door with the Julies. Save it. Save one round in the first half.
Oh, the double peek on Automatic. It's just wild, isn't it? It's the fact that he gets both of those kills. And then Junior, he's able to help him out. But this is that kill. This is where it all unravels. They just run right into it. Breno and Drop. Drop did so much in the round as well.
Heads up play, knowing that there was potentially two players tucked on default, but they've seen that so many times from MIBR this map so far, because they've played, well, 30 and more rounds, 33 of them. Deep into the 34th we go. And MIBR are going to be onto their stronger side. Remember that. They did find 10 as well on T. And how can EG bring this one back into their ballpark? Or Automatic threading those bullets, painting the picture around MIBR there. And it's Breno to continue to find some map control. Look at this slight aggression from Wolko. Against that pixel line. He's not allowed to drop that smoke at all. Showing way too much elbow there. And as the head found through the wall. Oh, is this where EG stand but fall?
They got some hot control back. So the reaction to losing the initial member is to try and take some control back. Breno's already in the vent. We're under a minute left in this round, and Jeorge watches the lobby entrance towards hut. Junior's down on the lower bomb side, clearing out the vent. Does he get the timing? Jeorge has got the flank, but it's Exit holding above him that stops that flank from being potent, and Exit reads the second player as well. Great work from Exit yet again, and now Automatic on that flank around. Can he save the round again? He did it in the previous. Once more, that responsibility falls on his shoulders. He's collected that first kill. Safe is close to the op on the right side of the vent. It's not an easy shot, but he's given the chance on the slow peak of Automatic. And when you have Junior stuck in the vent with an AWP, it's just impossible to get up there, so he has to save this. It is going to be an 18th round for MIBR. It's map and series point again.
Yeah, and that is just that. I was looking at the smoke on the belt of Automatic, and it's all about him getting that kill on the vent player, allowing Junior to make his way up, but Junior standing, fighting, and hoping that he's going to be able to carry across the AWP in the next, which he will be allowed to, unless Safe catches him. No, too much space created between them.
Yeah, 1 HP survives on there as well, but it doesn't really matter. It's everything on this round for Evil Geniuses. Their Pro League run, as impressive as it has been in terms of seeing that visible improvement, all things considered, it could just completely fall short here in this round, and it's going to feel real rough when you've come so close to bow out here. But MIBR, what a performance they've had in Pro League as well.
Oh, yeah.
If they get this win under the belt, if they win this round, they'll have another best of 3 they have to play a little bit later on today.
You'll go so deep in the meta that you've got util dropping lineups for your teammates. MIBR have. Extra flashes there for Safe to drop, but for the moment now it is just going to be a missing smoke it out as a gaping hole for EG to look at, but is it a layer? Is it a bait to just keep the attention of EG in the wrong positions? Automatic as well, overstepping his boundaries, and now it's going to be everyone else to try and gift him that birthday present of at least one more OT. Junior.
Yeah, position to red. In a more advanced spot, and they're not ready for that kind of play from the AWPer. He doesn't get away though. Breno was ready for the retreat. And there is no safety to be found at Secret. 50 seconds now remain. Perhaps that is all that remains for EG in this competition. 3 players left for the North American side. It is Jeorge, Wolko, and Hex that must combine together to find the solution to prolong play. And MIBR have sourced their final maneuver. The attack into the top site, the molly's put in place, the utility has found its mark, and Jeorge must find his. He turns at the wrong time, turns from the utility, and Walco chasing them down through the ramp, so it's all on Hex. He can often be the hero, and yet again he might be. Drop now in a 1v1, around the corner, he will fall, and EG are not done yet.
Taking a gamble that Walco went through hut, but he didn't. And MIBR unable to get away with murder this time. It's EG praising Hexed for the 2K from site. Stopping the map control that MIBR needed to get that plant down, but now another round about to unfold. And MIBR, can they do it on the T side, or are we running it back for another set of overtime? No early aggressions from MIBR just yet. Drop making sure that it's not EG running at them, doing a cosplay of the tease. And maybe just teasing EG himself here. Oh, okay, early round bust going to be going in with the flash, but Drop hits the ground as Hexed to strike. And MIBR a little bit too far away to help him fight, but it's the door they need to worry about now. Oh, Insani going to be able to make that silent drop happen. So there is a world where EG aren't aware he's down on this lower side of the map.
Well, smoke goes out. This will hopefully allow safe passage in the eyes, but it has not worked out. They're not getting down the vent, and it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster here for MIBR at the door. They try and get down the vent, but it just doesn't happen for them. We've all been there. We've seen it many a time of different teams across every plane of Counter-Strike, but you don't want it to happen in a round like this, Mac.
Yeah, usually Brazil are pretty good at putting the ball straight through the posts there, but this is the first time it's bounced off the bar. Oh, and EG fully punish him for standing, missing, and not making it down the hole, not making it down the vent. Insani doing whatever he can here, but it's only one extra man taken, and we're running it back again in OT number 2.
Yeah, neither of these teams able to close it outright. It feels like this is just destined to keep going. Well, it was very similar as well on map 2 of Mirage, right? It was getting to the point where, you know, every team had their chances, had their opportunities. The EG, man, you got to give it to them. There's times in the past where they would have just broken apart, right? Their mentality would have completely collapsed. But this team, they seem to be a lot more mentally resilient. They're staying in these games, and that's a positive sign for EG. 18-18, all tied up again. We'll see what both of these teams are made of. Once again, anybody's game.
The nade stack looking to punish Hexed, but he's not there. He's elsewhere. It's EG with a slightly different CT set up over towards Outers, automatic, as well as your boy Junior going real aggressive early on, looking to punish. But now, while they're trying to reposition, they find Hex, they find Jeorge. They see him, they find him. Many numbers over towards ramp, the rotation, expecting the bust, but MIBR pack their bags and look to focus somewhere else now. Breno still locking down Outers. And EG, are we going to see any Bogdan's Law come in play? Where's that AWP for Hex to maybe grab? Or is he just going to keep on fighting on 9? Knocking on that door. MIBR might be running into the stack. 2 men over towards default as well as 1 tucked away at Tetris. A dangerous setup for EG. The flash, it slows, but MIBR, they don't hit those triggers. They don't give away anything.
They do not until finally Drop will open up the affair. A second shot, this time from Exit, and Walco peeks out from the back of the site. We've seen many players struggle from here. Walco just gets 1. Not enough done from the EG hold, rather. And that's MIBR making their way through towards the top site. That'll be the first round of OT2.
It just unfolds. Junior looks like he's going to make his way to heaven, have a sniff, see if anyone overextends at all.
What's it smell like, Mac?
Smells like a ninja. No smoke, though. This is the map you do it on, man. This is the map you do it on. If Junior hears them run away. How's his counting, is what I'm asking.
Well, we'll see. We'll see indeed. Junior not going for it. So just going to save that AWP.
He's not that guy.
He's not that ninja. And now the approval of Bit, actually. He's given some high fives to his team, hyping them up ahead of this one. Obviously, been a bit of a rough road there for MIBR. Had a lot of chances to close this game out, but let it slip.
Yeah.
They wish they could have found that 19th round a little bit earlier, Mac.
It needs to be said, man, that this game has had it all, but that's the only thing it hasn't had, is that Ninja defuse, you know?
That's very true, Mac. We haven't seen that.
I haven't been able to yell bingo just yet. It's here on my card. I'm asking for it. I want it. Give it to me, someone. Early into the second of double OT. And it is just going to be spams going both ways through those smokes. Automatic. Finding safe passage towards the lower side. And he might even go for the full rotation to secret. No outer smokes just yet. MIBR looking to play for a late outers approach, I'd say. Still locking down the lobby control, but the bomb starting to make its way out here. And a decent amount of smokes to make that wall happen. So we'll see if Automatic has read them like a book.
Well, he's going right into the midst of this battle. He wants to get involved in some of those fights, and he's going right up to red. He's going to see so many players, and Automatic lines up two. Would have loved to have gotten away with a third, but that is massive impact from Automatic yet again. Keeps his team in the better position here. And throws a bit of a spanner into the works for MIBR.
That flash from Wolko popping literally a second too late to keep Automatic alive, but Jeorge, it's actually Wolko to snag that one away. Over towards CT vent now. The uppers defense is solid, and MIBR, well, it's all up to drop now. Who's chosen the right site to go to with this bomb? Smoke, molly, flash should secure a plant. But how's he fare in the 1v3? EG already starting to shift Junior into this position. Molly towards the flank. He can't press.
On, man.
He's fumbling the ball under the pressure. Planting in the open and waiting for this to come and happen. Oh, he's taken that little bit too long. Just couldn't get the molly out, man.
Sticky hands, man. He's got sticky fingers. That's what Drop's got. And that will be a reply from EG. 19-19 tied up again. But yeah, it's a rough old time down on that lower bomb site for Drop trying to close it out. But you gotta say, this is a nice play from Automatic to kick things off. The sheer will to go and take those fights in overtime, to get up close to that red. I think a couple of players in the lineup.
That was like watching you with all your fans chasing you to your door, but you're just grabbing into your purse, you're grabbing for your keys, your man bag, sorry. You're grabbing for your keys, you're just dropping them, and then you just get smashed against the door, you know? They just...
Yeah, I mean, all those personalities I have in my head do get to me sometimes, Mac, I suppose, but I don't have a man bag, unfortunately. Maybe that's something I should get.
Merman.
Quite the crossover into a secret here. Renault. He's at the front. Say it's going to be at the back. And they're going to be walking down as a 4 in towards this lower bomb site. Undetected so far, but you have to realize they could be there. So they've got a rotated player already down here, and that's Mr. Wolko.
Not going to get headshot through a corner this time. But can he fend them off? One molly to do so. In a very strong position here in the corner. But no one joining him just yet. Automatic in a position to go for this fast flank if he makes a move. But of course, if you walk out of that corner and someone is at outers, it can be a death wish. They're just waiting to find this information, and that's coming in a moment.
Oh, Wolko clears the site. What a great job from Wolko. He's done everything you could ask from him in that spot. And this has taken the sting out of the play for MIBR. In that moment where they have to pause and think about how to get the bomb back, how to recover the situation, is allowing EG to rotate. But it's Zani, this is the player they're waiting for. They were waiting for him to make the move to get in behind Junior, and that's exactly what he does. He delivers the goods, and now it's a 3v3 post plant. Jeorge on the shot on Insani, and Breno replies. Now they're both stuck at decon. They'll close that door around. Automatic and Hex will have some time to figure out that they are stuck at decon. Hex might even go that way here, Mac. He needs one. If he gets one, it puts his team in a winnable position. But Hex might even go ahead and get both of them. Who knows? Breno's looking the right way, but it's not going to be the way of Hexed. And Automatic now in the 1v1. time ticking on that clock. And Breno, will he fall for it? Opens the door wide. Automatic stepping around, looking for the pick and gets back to it. Automatic will stick it through. And it is the veteran of the team on his birthday pulling this one forward.
Crazy, crazy scenes coming through. Goes for the repeat, which usually doesn't fare people too well, but this time Automatic able to pick up a round. He's done big work already in OT, and now clutches out the round he needed to. Late trade onto Hex, who heroically got that information of the two-man setup over towards Deacon there. We flip the sides again. EG now running at MIBR. MIBR not changing up that pace too much, but they are burning Util, burning mollies everywhere. Look at that, so much used within the early seconds of the round. Expecting some EG aggression.
Automatic making his journey down secret. Line and wait is the safe hop on the left side of the steps. Scoped up underneath the fire extinguisher, looking to extinguish some life from EG. Crosshair lies in wait. Scope to the eye.
Oh,
and the bullet to the body of Automatic. He'll drop away. He'll stay in the fire long enough that he survives and gets the kill.
Locks it in. Burns to 20, and we've already seen him have a couple of plays on low HP. Is this going to be another? Oh, okay. Only one more this time, but that could be enough. Volko knocking at the door of maybe a round here for EG on the T side. 2v3, MIBR not positioned for the retake just yet, and Junior looking to lock down those rotations if anyone tries to walk down that vent ladder.
Walker's hit some bangers over the last few rounds here. He'll put himself in dark, and MIBR starting to drift their way back in. The retake is on. Smoke out towards control room window. Molotov to force Walco into a more uncomfortable spot and possibly into the scope of Junior. Exit will run and the American shot will land. And now Walco stands in dark. Kills coming in now for EG. It's just Junior as they whiff the shot. The defuse around the corner. Junior stops it, wins the round, gets the kill on the way out the door too. And now it is Evil Geniuses that face a chance to move forward.
Finally, this is the Junior we expected to show up, and he might be coming into the game at the final hour. One more round, all that's needed. Not only slots that one into exit, but this one saves the day. If Vinsani didn't fall to that shot, that was a defuse, that was an MIBR round, and we'd be neck and neck. But now, it's MIBR that need to hit the deck and lock down a few more, batten those hatches. Ooh.
Well, now the question is, Matt, can EG do it? Can they close it now? This is their best chance. The momentum's on their side. They've just had a big clutch from Junior pulled out. Can they close it? All the work that they've been doing, all the work they've been putting in, and what a win it would be over MIBR. And MIBR have been playing at this level in this competition. You know, this is a big win for EG. They've got another game after if they are able to close this one here and now. But it's just about getting this final round. It's eluded MIBR, it's eluded EG throughout this game. But now it's the ramp pump. They're going to send Junior up on the boost. They're just being methodical about this. And we have seen some teams in this competition, Mac, time themselves out in the rounds where they want to close it. They're walking into a two-man setup in the ramp room, and it's safe from the first. Breno on the follow-up.
2 for 1. A great deal every day of the week in MIBR now with a man advantage. Knees a week for EG, and they need to find out where they need to go. Ramp is open after Safe has left the vicinity.
Yeah, this is looking like it won't be the round that EG close it on, to be honest. Those fights did not go so well for them. 30 seconds. We have seen some ridiculous rounds be offered up by MIBR, though. You know, rounds they should be closing out pretty cleanly, but the time is the limiting factor here for EG. They're going to try and come back at a hut, and Safe should take this, and he does, and so, therefore, it will be done. Junior doing his best, but Safe just getting out, delaying, gets the kill, has dropped there with him. And that is going to be a 20th round for MIBR. Is it another overtime, Mac?
It certainly could be. EG losing that AWP make things quite expensive in this one, but of course taking one round in OT means there's nothing to really worry about. Wolko can drop something across here. AK going to be sent across, and it looks like it is going to be another timeout, one that has been held onto for a while for EG. It's the final one, the final moment, and they have chosen this moment to be the one to take it, the one to strike. They don't want to go to triple OT. What changes? What's the call here? And are MIBR going to be able to disrupt whatever the decision is? We've seen them make some aggressive plays and just shut things down instantly off the back of their opponent's timeouts. Try to create that chaos and thrive right in it. Round 42. Is this where it all ends? Looking to take an aggressive pick at outers, an aggressive peek, an aggressive look. And safe here. Oh, might just be walking. And knocking on Devil's door. Pre-scoped, it's not going to be heard and might just drop. Automatic here, he'll fall. And Brazil can smell OT3. Oh, picking up the pace now. Breno going to be dropping this time. Exit, spamming through, finding two. Bomb on the ground. And they might just pull through for the third OT. Junior, as well as Jeorge here, need to team up in a 2v5 to keep the game alive, to keep the dream alive of closing it out right now.
Well, it doesn't look like that dream is going to be happening, Mac, but MIBR staying in this again. Triple overtime. Almost surely locked in. There's the kill from Breno, and exit will confirm 21 apiece. This is an absolute war.
Oh. The endurance tester. No one wants to go home. Everyone wants to stay here in Malta, in ESL Pro League Season 18. Who wants it more? I can't tell. But one team's making a bit more noise than the other right now, and it's not even the players. It's the fan base.
It's crazy. I mean, we're definitely making up for the lack of rounds played on Ancient for the second and third map of this series.
Yeah.
From a 16-1 to overtimes and back-to-back maps. And Automatic can save for just trading blow for blow. Automatic is sprinting his way up heaven. Needs to be careful not to make a sound. Safe is below him. Right below him.
Yeah. Safe trying to figure out if he has heard something, of course, in the chaos of the comms. Maybe there's an angle of Automatic finding this, but Safe seems to be aware. No, a lot of noise is going to be cleared here.
Oh, Automatic, this is such a sick play, Mac. This is such a sick play. He could have 2 kills locked in.
They don't know.
In the palm of his hands, but they're looking now. Good kill on Safe. Second player of Breno now sprinting towards Hut, realizing he is being pinchered on either side of this attack. He is so desperately trying to get some control, and Junior, the close quarters combat with the AWP. It's Insanity and drop left, and EG looking dominant out of the gate here. They're going to put that bomb down. And they are looking to close this round out, but it's not going to be easy for them. Insanity with the instant headshot on Automatic. Is there more where that came from for Insanity? That nade is perfect. But there's a CT vent player, Mac. Jeorge, he's still in this position. And surely with a distraction set up from the back of the site, Insanity will not check the CT vent. He'll climb up on top of the hut, and he should get caught on a timing here, but he's managed to slip his way down! Insanity, that would have been incredible if he had found the only path to win the round. But it's not going to be. Evil Geniuses with 22. This game is taking it out of everybody involved.
Yeah. Just letting that clock tick down, almost finding the entrance. Great patience from EG to full tuck. Not only to allow Automatic to make that flank work, but even in a situation like this, Jeorge not showing his face at CT Vent won them the round that could win them the game. Could keep them here in Pro League. Faster approach now, that change in pace, and it looks like Hext is going to be able to make his way straight down lower. No bomb, though.
Well, it's definitely a quicker approach, right, for Hex to get down, but Safe looks for Jeorge up on top of the silo and rips his head right off his shoulders. So we're down to a 4v4 just like that.
Oh, the fade.
That was just a 50-50, right?
Yeah, it's land. Whoever shoots first gets it. That's what it's all about here. And MIBR have found an answer in the round, but oh, they've also found Hexton. Now, don't have to worry about the lower side of the map, or do they? Wolko coming in and automatic as well. Oh, going to be put on that skewer and safe. He's eating pretty tonight unless Wolko takes him out to dinner.
I think in this game, it's just been so crazy, you can't count out any clutch, right? There might be a moment here for Wolko. We'll have to wait and see. He's got the time for it. He's got the health. But has he got the chops? Goes in, Insani puts an end to that.
Everyone just take a moment.
Take a breather.
Suck it in. Freshen up, you know? It's getting sweaty in here.
It really is. Got sweaty a long time ago on the server, that's for sure.
Lots of pressure. Lots of tension.
Squeaky bum time.
Lots of heat coming out of the server right now. Everyone bringing their A game. And who's going to have it at the half here? Again, EG going fast, but this time it's towards the upper side. Insani standing, delivering a magazine to the face.
How they managed to get away with that? Hex has got down the vent. Not the best start to the round, you have to say that for EG. You take a lot of damage. Sure, you get one player down the vent, but at what cost here? Hex has got to do something with it. Because you've lost a lot in the process, and perhaps Junior's shot here on ramp will make a big difference. That's safe caught. Now Breno's turn to see what he can step up with, and he is perfect in the hold. Every player that comes towards him gets shut down, and it's Hex left in a 1v4. He just can't do it. He just can't win this. He took too much damage in that initial door fight, and Breno is able to close it. And they know that he got down vent, or at least they know there's a possibility, so they're watching for that exit from Secret. In fact, Exit is covering that off, funny enough.
Yeah.
And that will be the kill. Boom!
Nice automatic peer. I reckon you nailed that.
It felt like a laser gun more than a bullet, though, didn't it?
I think it was more like probably like a slingshot, but what you're shooting was some kind of metal that had a twang to it. You know,
I'm glad I really helped paint that picture in your head, Mac.
Yeah.
That's a very vivid picture, actually.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. Twitch chat, I know you feel me, huh? Type 1 in chat if you feel me. If you don't, type 2.
Well, will we have one more overtime or two? That is the question here. And Exit climbing up on top of the silo. It's MIBR with a slight edge at the moment, but we know that can change. And oh, Junior, he can help things out here. It's safe getting caught. That's the Opera on the other side gone, but automatic drops to the hands of Breno. And you gotta say, Breno had a terrible start to this map, but he is having some serious impact at this point in the game. But it's EG out on top at the moment. They're looking razor sharp to turn this back into a tight game again.
Yeah, action all over for the moment. A lull in it. But who's going to win it? As MIBR figuring out where they want to go. Exit, he's just still chilling here. Looking like he might throw some fake util to feign the A site hit. Or is it going to be used as soon as the rest of the troops make their way over towards Mini? Molly into default, forcing the CTs out into the open. This is what they want, and look at this. Breno, he's striking Jeorge up against Idiot Wall, looking like such, and that is maybe the way MIBR got back into the round and put themselves on a couple of series points.
But if there's one player you favor to win a 1v2, it could be Junior, but not this time. Exit gets rid of him, and the celebration for MIBR is starting to come in, but they can't get too far ahead of themselves. It's just a chance to close it. It's not locked in by any means.
Oh. Everyone digging deep. But how far can they dig?
It's he.
And is it going to be EG?
Fall
short at the final hurdle, the speed, the pace, it's picking up. But MIB there, drop instantly. Insani only able to find one as an answer, and EG strong.
They are strong for the time being. A 4v3. Definitely could have got a little hairy there if Insani got the lineup of 2 of main. That could have been enough. It could have been MIBR taking the victory there and then. Instead, they've got to wait. Just a moment longer, perhaps. Or maybe we need another overtime. Safe will cross outside. He's not alone. He has got both of his remaining teammates with him. And they're not going secret. They want to go elsewhere into the garage. They could wrap around. They could go for this A play through heaven. That's the option that's available to them here. Hext is watching for it, though. Still time for MIBR. But it is a strong A setup.
Yeah.
Volko's just left at the wrong time, though, Mac. He's just missed Brenno walking into hell. Will this be a problem? Because now they want to walk down the B bomb site, through the ramp, into the site at B. And Volko's down here chilling. He's got himself into the darkness, shrouded in it. But he must be the master. 3 players coming forward. Volko's weapon at the ready. Here's everything coming through. The tick of the molly. 8 seconds, just enough time. With that kill, the bomb goes down. And MIBR flip this one back. Just 2 left for EG. And perhaps only a few more seconds for them left in Malta. What a run from the North American side. Visible improvements, but it's been MIBR. It's been one hell of a run for EG. But MIBR going to be the team staying alive and moving forward to that second best of 3 today. MIBR knock out the Evil Geniuses. The Battle of Americas finishes with Brazil on top.
Oh, EG, huh? A valiant effort to drag their way back into the series. It was a long one, and it was a strong one. A big performance.